of a tragedy that happened on Christmas Eve. Now, you are showing a tremendous amount of support for an El Paso family ripped apart by tragedy. People most of you don't even know, but you'll never forget. And you're still sending them messages tonight. Also new today, you are part of the Storm Track weather team. The video and the pictures that you've been flooding our social media network with today. And fans are warming up tonight downtown the night before what could be a very cold Sun Bowl game. Right now, you're already predicting a winner on our Facebook page. We'll take a look at that. And how cold is it going to be for tomorrow's game, Nichole?
Well, it will be cold, so be sure to grab your jacket. I'll have your forecast for the Sun Bowl game, details on your weekend, and a peek at what you can expect for New Year's Eve. That's all coming up in Storm Track weather.
Get ready. ABC-7 at 9 starts right now.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC-7 at 9 on the El Paso Las Cruces CW.
15 hours and counting until the 81st annual Hyundai Sun Bowl. Duke and ASU squaring off at high noon tomorrow. The fans from both teams are showing their school spirit at the Fan Fiesta right now. This is going on downtown at the Convention Center. And of course, it is still the buzz in our social media network. Tonight, we are actually asking who you think is going to win the game tomorrow. Now, this is just some of the responses. Lily saying, I think ASU has the game, but it will be a close one. So happy for both teams to play at the Sun Bowl. Chris saying ASU, and Jay saying, I don't want to underestimate the talent of Duke. And what it will be special, of course it will be Jalen Strong's final college football game. ASU wins the game, according to Jay. An overwhelming support for ASU on our Facebook page. And some more there as well. Steven saying Duke is going to win 31-27. All right, we'll have much more on our Sun Bowl coverage a little bit later in this newscast, and of course tonight at 10 with Louis Del Rio. But in the meantime, I'm Bob Harp. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on ABC-7 at 9. Now, you actually help shape our news coverage. And as always, I'm joined by Nichole Gomez. She has your Storm Track weather forecast. And of course, you also help us make sense of all this social media buzz. Hey, Nichole. Hey
there, Bob. This is the Borderlands Only newscast that gives you at home a chance to shape the stories of the day. And now you can do that through our social media network. Here's how you can find us. We're at Facebook.com/KVIA-TV, on Twitter at ABC Breaking, and don't forget, you can tag us on Instagram. Use the hashtag KVIA-TV.
Yeah, KVIA-TV, that's what we want everybody to remember when using that hashtag. Okay, Nichole, we are talking about the weather outside. I just stepped outside. It is freezing. How cold is it? How cold is it going to get?
Oh my goodness, it is definitely cold out there. Let's take a quick check at those temperatures. First, Bob, we're going to talk about the social media newscast before we talk about our weather forecast. Now, we want to remind everyone to have those smartphones ready. I'm just so excited about the weather that I just want to get to it. But make sure you have your smartphones ready so you can snap pictures and send them to us tomorrow.
Exactly. We're going to go over some of these photos in a minute. Look at that one. Beautiful from West El Paso. That is just one of many that we got, Nichole, but we'll go and get to that forecast.
Okay, current temperatures out there in El Paso, 37 degrees. We're at 37 in Las Cruces. And as we mentioned, very cold out there. Clearing skies out to our west. 27 is the current temperature, Silver City. We're at 31 TRC, 19 in Ruidoso. So we did pick up some light rain today, snow this morning, but as you can see, as we zoom in just a little closer here, we're seeing some of that freezing rain tracking just south of Waco Tanks. Now, as we zoom out, you can see we have a winter weather advisory that is currently in effect for portions of Hudspeth County. This is in effect until 11 o'clock. So bottom line is it will be very cold tonight. We have drier air moving in, so I'll let you know what that means for your weekend, the Sun Bowl game. I'm also tracking that next system. I'll tell you what that means for your New Year's Eve and day. That's coming up.
And Nichole, that picture that we just showed, we want to say that was from Vic Headley. That was from West El Paso. Look at that gorgeous shot of the Franklin Mountains. Doesn't get any better than that, right? Well, Thomas McLaughlin sending us a shot of a chair, a grill, and one ice-cold beer, Nichole. Very artistic from Thomas. Thank you.
Yes, and we have one from Donna Lounder. Sent us this photo of her dog reluctantly running outside to do his business, Bob. I know you had a problem getting your dogs outside.
You know, Nichole, I did. I was begging and pleading with them. And I even had to throw some jerky treats in the mix. Got them outside finally to do their business, so I was good.
Hey, whatever works, right? And Cesar Solis put this picture up for us. He took it this morning up at McKelligan Canyon near Beaumont Hospital. Again, all these pictures are fantastic. Thank you for sharing them.
Absolutely. You know, also, Nichole, the Good Morning El Paso crew was up early today, as always, shooting this video as the sun was coming up. It shows the snow falling as some folks waited at a bus area near Executive and Mesa. Traffic in that area was a bit slower than usual, but overall okay. And as we told you a little bit ago, some places got a lot more snow than others.
And check out this video from our New Mexico mobile newsroom. Some families went up to the Oregon Mountains. There was enough snow to get this, to have a snowball fight. Really beautiful out there.
Sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's cold. They said in summertime it's really warm. Well, we've only been here for almost 2 months. So this is a good way to start off the year.
And it's not too late to send us your weather pictures or video. Email them to weather@KVIA.com or post them on our Facebook page and Twitter. You can actually see many more pictures from viewers just like you right now on our Facebook page.
That's right. You also will find videos like this. Harry Day shared it with our social media network today. Harry was up at Ski Apache this morning as the winds were blowing across all those ski trails. Quite a beautiful scene up there. And Cecilia writing tonight with some words on Facebook. Oh, I miss the snow. Betty counting her blessings, though, saying, wow, glad I didn't go to Walmart. Nichole, you got to jump in here.
Sultan with, we need snow on the east side. Trish says, simply looks beautiful. And Lorena added this. LOL, that is nothing to me. Compared to Michigan's weather, we get 8 inches to a foot of snow every winter.
Yeah, well, this is not Michigan there.
Thank
You know,
goodness.
there's no comparison. All right, well, Nichole, of course, we're going to have more of those weather pics from all the folks at home and what they're saying about the snow. That's coming up a little bit later. Or if you can't wait, join our social media network discussions going on right now. And here's a live look at the roads in case you're wondering what it's like outside. This is a zoomed-in shot over at I-10 and Trans Mountain. Being told TxDOT is stuck on that camera shot right there. But earlier today, we saw that stretch of road a little wet. So just drive safely out there, folks, and we will keep monitoring the situation on the roads. Well, so many of you were moved by a car wreck that killed 2 brothers and a woman on Christmas Eve here in El Paso. Police are saying the man who caused the crash was driving drunk and ran a red light. So now you are using our social media network to connect with the family and even donate to their funeral expenses. The information is on our Facebook page if you would like to help. Now, Mike just told us a little while ago, donated. Now there is another fund that we can donate to make sure the drunk who did this never gets out of prison. Is there? And Julie saying, beautiful kids. I can't imagine what the parents are going through. Michelle telling us, I don't understand why it's so tempting for people to drink and get behind the wheel. It's heartbreaking. And JS Motors EP with this. Wow, never take life for granted as it could end in an instant. My condolences going out to the families, RIP. Well, tonight we're actually hearing from the brother's stepfather who spoke with ABC-7's Jerry Nahara, who has our complete coverage of this tragedy. Take a look, it's new at 9.
Look at the kids playing.
Right now it's devastated us. We're in shock, outraged.
Ricardo Cisneros raised Joshua and Isaiah since they were kids. With tears in his eyes, he tells me the boys were a huge part of his life, and they had a bond he'll never forget.
You know, siblings usually love each other, but they always fight. They don't want to hang around each other. These 2 kids were inseparable.
Really?
They did everything together.
Cisneros says Josh, the oldest, was the quiet brother.
They like to dream big.
He tells me Josh was the creative one in the family, often creating his own costumes and dared to skydive.
I don't know why anybody would want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane, but he did.
Josh was also dating Shannon, the young woman who also tragically died in the fiery wreck. She was considered a part of the family.
As she grew to be a part of our family, this girl was just amazing.
Cisneros says Josh was a respectable, well-mannered son.
There are no perfect children, but he was as perfect as you could get.
And then there's Isaiah.
Josh was the quiet one. Isaiah, you knew when he was in the room.
Isaiah was the baseball player, the football player. But like his brother, Josh always wanted to achieve more.
He wanted to go out there and make a difference. He wanted to not just live every day. He wanted to do something, save somebody, make a difference in somebody's life.
This is a picture of Isaiah enlisting in the Army. He was scheduled to start basic training the first week of January. Both of the Deal brothers, Cisneros tells me, were an inspiration to him.
I feel so honored to have known those kids. They make me want to be a better person. And the best thing I can do to honor them is to try and be a better person. To live life like they did. To love like they did.
And that was ABC-7's Jerry Nahara reporting for us. Now, as we mentioned a little while ago, there is a fund set up now to help Josh and Isaiah's family with the funeral expenses. You can look for that story right now on our Facebook page. We posted a link that will directly connect you to that account. And also tonight, a special gathering for the two brothers, also wrapping up in Far East El Paso. This is over at Walter Clark Park off of Vista del Sol, where a candlelight vigil was held tonight in memory of Isaiah and Josh. ABC-7 reporter Luke Liddon was there as well. He'll have that emotional part of the story tonight at 10 over on ABC. And again, this story is uniting El Pasoans, parents, and those without kids. Melissa saying on Facebook, very sad. My condolences to all the families. Many, many prayers. May they rest in peace. Victor saying prayers to the ones that lost their loved ones. And from Jean-Marc, rest in peace to all. I took a class at UTEP with Shannon. She was a nice girl. Prayers for the families. Well, tonight you need to know a few other stories before joining the social media discussion. Go ahead and grab a pen and paper right now. We have a very important phone number for you, and it could save your life and the lives of complete strangers. But first, you need to know that family members of a girl who was killed by a drunk driver 7 years ago are keeping her memory alive with a vigil on Monday. Valerie Talabantes was 19 years old when she died in a wreck at Hawkins in Montana. A former Fort Bliss soldier, I should say, is serving a 15-year prison sentence for the drunk driving wreck. And okay, do you have that pen and paper ready? You're going to need this number because during the holidays, there's a new program called No DUI El Paso. 877-366-7604. Again, that is 877-366-7604. The number right there on your screen. The folks there are saying they'll give you a ride, anybody a ride, within the city of El Paso for free. On top of that, they will make sure that someone else drives your car home so you and your car get home safely and save the lives of everybody else around you. All right, well, the Fort Bliss soldier was officially charged today with capital murder. This in the death of his 2-year-old daughter. 20-year-old Dartarius Graham is accused of beating the girl with a belt because she soiled her diapers. The girl's mother, Elizabeth Graham, and Robert Franklin, Dartarius' cousin, they are accused of failing to report child abuse. Also today, a Socorro man was officially charged with causing the death of a child. Arturo Montes allegedly waited an hour to call 911 after the child was left alone in the bathtub and drowned. That's what he told authorities. Montes' trial is now set to begin in April. And the friends, family, and colleague of New York police officer Rafael Ramos gathered today to say goodbye. He was one of 2 officers shot and killed over the weekend by a 28-year-old man who posted anti-police sentiments on social media. His wake comes on the same day as a generous donation was announced for both families of Ramos and Wenjin Liu. On a much lighter note tonight, the Sun Bowl Fan Fiesta, it's underway right now. And still tonight, fans are taking to our social media network, posting pictures of all kinds. They're all over the place this week, and we'll check in on that madness coming up. Also, we have even more pictures of the awesome weather we saw today. Look at this one that was posted on Twitter from someone with a Duke team. Yeah, that's the Sun Bowl in the snow. What a cool, cool picture that is. So, Nichole, how about a round of applause for everybody who sent us some pictures tonight? There you go. Well, you're literal today.
We will track the Sun Bowl forecast tomorrow. You'll definitely need that jacket, so get ready. That's all coming up in Storm Track Weather.
You are part of the news every night at 9. We'll be right back.